Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom and you're watching SBR Picks. Now the countdown is on until PSG and Chelsea and Shakhtar Donetsk and Bayern Munich start the first round of 16 matches on February 17th. Today I've invited Stuart from Talking Tipsters to the show and we're going to take a look at the current futures betting markets, who he thinks will win, and see if he's got some early leans on the opening games. Stuart, thanks for being here today.
Hi, Natalie.
Now, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid have remained favourites from the start, priced 3.75 and 3.8 respectively. Barcelona and Chelsea follow, priced 7 and 8.5. And then there's a jump to fifth favourite, Manchester City. Do you agree with that order?
Yeah, I think that order's just about right, really. I mean, a lot of it's going to come down to who decides to draw in the next round. I mean, obviously, if Chelsea get Real Madrid in the next round, then we're going to see something a little bit different. I think we might see the odds change. But if you want to go for Real Madrid and Bayern Munich to meet in the final, you can get odds of 7 for that combo at the moment. And with those two being the two strongest sides, it's not a bad option, I think.
Okay. Is there a team I haven't mentioned that could surprise us, maybe end up in the top 4 or even make it all the way?
Well, there's Juventus, of course. Juventus, they come from a slightly weaker league. I mean, Italy used to be the top dog, but nowadays it's probably around the third or the fourth league in European terms. And Juventus are a very, very good side. I mean, they've changed their manager, but they've still got that winning habit, and they've put together a really, really good squad. So, yeah, that's an outside chance, I think.
Okay. How far realistic do you think Juventus can make it?
I think Juventus could probably make it to the semi-finals. It depends on the draw. It really does. It depends who they come up against. If they were to come up against someone like Porto in the next round, then yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
Okay. Now we've got 3 English teams left in the competition: Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester City. Chelsea are the favourites to make it the furthest. That's priced 1.73, followed by Arsenal, priced 2.88, and Manchester City 6. Who gets your money?
On that, I think it would have to be Arsenal. I think Arsenal have got the best chance of getting through to the next round. I mean, Chelsea are playing up against PSG, and now PSG are not a bad side. I mean, a lot of people look at the French league and say, oh, that's a weak league. But just look at the players that PSG have got at the moment. Cavani, Ibrahimovic, Thiago, fantastic players, and they probably walk into most Premier League sides or most sides throughout Europe. So, with those players, PSG have definitely got a chance. So I think you have to not discount Chelsea, but just hold them back a little bit in that thinking. So I think, one side that's almost guaranteed to get through is Arsenal. So after that, it comes down to the draw, and we'll see where it goes. But for me, Arsenal, I think.
Okay, very true. Are there any other specials bets that you're looking at right now?
Specials bets, I think I'd probably look at Cristiano Ronaldo for top scorer. That was one that Lee Phelps from other SBR videos actually put me onto. You can get him for about 4.5 at the moment, which is pretty good odds. I mean, he's I think he's second highest odds behind Lionel Messi, and then you've got Luis Adriano, who's currently the top scorer with 9 goals. But he and his side are expected to go out the cup at the next round. So, I think there's a really good chance, especially with Ronaldo's Real Madrid playing Schalke, and I think he'll get a few goals in that one. It'll bring him up a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. When I had Lee on the show, actually, I think he had originally gone for Bayern Munich to win. He's kind of changing his mind, I believe, to Real Madrid. Who do you have tipped to win?
I'd really like to see Bayern Munich win. I think they play some of the best football in Europe at the moment. Real Madrid, maybe it's just because I'm a Tottenham fan. They've got Gareth Bale playing for them. Maybe it's just part of that is making me go, yeah, love Gareth Bale, but they screwed us over. So I think personally I would actually rather see Bayern Munich win, but I can see why people are going for Real. It's just that curse of no team ever having regained the European Cup in the modern era.
Let's just say that the draw comes out with, we go past the round of 16, go to the quarterfinals. Can you see the odds changing on the winners market? How much can you see them as we get closer to the final? How much are they going to drop?
It all depends on the odds market. I mean, if you get 2 big teams drawn against each other, then you'll see some movement because, people will take advantage of the higher odds that come along and also the higher probability. You're going to have one side that's got a much easier run through. Certainly after this round, we're going to start to see some big teams drop out. And from that point on, it's pretty much anybody's game. It's really going to be an interesting thing to see.
Certainly will. Finally, do you have any early leans on either of the first 2 round 16 matches?
I think Chelsea are going to win. I think they'll come through this tie. You can get 2.78 for a Chelsea win away from home. So, I mean, that's reasonable. And then you've got Bayern Munich as well. I think they should qualify, but the odds really aren't there for that. So I personally think Bayern might find it a little bit tougher, and it could be a closer game than people are expecting in the Ukraine. So I'm thinking maybe Shakhtar plus 1.5 goals is an option. That's around evens, I think.
Okay, wonderful. Now, Stuart, you're from Talking Tipsters. Tell us about Talking Tipsters before I let you go.
Okay, Talking Tipsters is a tipster review site, and what we do is we try and find the very best tipsters that are available and also the best tipsters coming through. So we'll have a look at sites like Tipster Academy. We're due to have a look any day now, well, any week now, at Pickio as well, who are another good site and another site with a lot of tipsters. So we're looking in those places. We're looking to find people who are going to be established and those that are already established. So keep an eye on the site and tell us what you think.
Wonderful. And for those who want to check out Talking Tipsters, you can find the link in the description below this video. Stuart, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.